What's good with y'all collective? We are back with part 2 now for June 2023. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to leave any donations, I will have a link in the description box below. So getting back to the read of what I was doing earlier, I picked up an energy to where somebody was challenged to the point to where they never was faced with an experience like it was with you, involving other people. There was definitely something involving other people that may not have got this individual's attention like you got their attention. And this was all done in regards to try to see, not really see how far they could push you or whatever, but it's not about, somebody may have been low-key trying to test you in a way, but yet they was doing it in the wrong type of way. Okay, whoever this is resonating with. But I'm definitely getting the vibes that whoever this individual is, that this is stemming back off the last read that I did for y'all. This is definitely somebody that has a lot of feelings and emotions for you. The Queen of Cups could be a King of Cups too. Whoever this is resonating with. This is definitely in regards to somebody that has a lot of feelings for you. You have triggered them in a very mysterious type of way, and you know things about this individual, like you know how to trigger things out of this individual like nobody else, like no other can. And this right here, it's like this right here is just very intriguing on how different you really are to this individual. Okay? So whoever you are out there, you're very different to this individual, and they definitely don't view you like they do these other people with the Three of Cups reverse. These other people right here can't get to this individual like you got to them. Because they wouldn't do like that, like you did something that was completely different than these other three people, or whoever these other people was that they may view. But the way that they view these individuals, they don't have enough respect for them to actually see them as a possible match. But they may see this individual as a match, but yet there's something that's the exact opposite here. Because what these type of individuals do towards this individual is they're relentless at trying to get their attention in the most superficial way whatsoever. They're not real, like they're not real enough to actually challenge this individual. They're not strong enough, like they're scared of this individual, but yet you are somebody that literally, this individual may be scared of you. Because they clearly see that you're somebody that can't be manipulated. Just like I said in my other read, you are definitely somebody that can't be manipulated. Somebody literally has the vibe of, you really gonna be like that, huh? And it's like, yeah, you are. Because you're not gonna play into this individual's game or whatever. Whoever this is, you're not gonna play into their game. And they know damn well that you're not. And that's what these other individuals did. That's why they're simply not attracted to these other people like they're attracted to you. You stand out from these other individuals. You definitely are helping this individual connect to their spiritual side more. Because this is the last card we stopped on with the Queen of Cups. Lady. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so you're definitely helping this individual connect more with their spiritual side. To see things for what they are. And for them to actually see you in a way to where they thought that they was going to view you like this at one time right here. But there's something that's changing with their perspective. You have triggered this individual emotionally in a very negative type of way. Is because they needed to be triggered like that. This is something right here that other people couldn't do. Okay? That's what I'm getting here. So we're going to go ahead and see what else, what other cards. I left the cards like they was on the table like that. Okay. Yeah, we got the Justice reverse. We also have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands reverse. Oh, no, the Eight of Wands. So why am I getting the vibes that this person likes this person, Holy Spirit, for part 2 of June 2023? Why am I getting the vibes that this individual likes this person, Holy Spirit? So why am I getting the vibes that this individual likes this person, Holy Spirit? Why am I getting the vibes that this person that was challenged like that likes this person? Hold on, y'all. Ten of Cups reverse. It's like this individual can't sleep. This individual always thinks about you with the Two of Cups reverse. They can't sleep. Yeah, they care about you with the Empress card here. Even though you're not talking to each other or in physical communication, they still care about you. They're literally bothered by you by them not talking to you. I'm telling you, it's on their mind, bro. Like, this individual cannot rest. They cannot go to sleep. Like, this individual stays up all night. Possibly something to do at 4 o'clock in the morning. They may be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And it's like this individual can't sleep because they're not talking to you and they would love to talk to you. This is a lot of love here. The Empress is all about love and care. So whoever this individual is definitely cares about you. They care about the fact that you're not talking, that they're not talking to you physically. And it's been on their mind all this time. Ever since that you could have possibly reached out and said something to them over the phone, over a message, over some type of email or something, you have been relentlessly on this individual's mind here, and this is what's bothering them. So you know what this is telling me? They care about you in secret. They have feelings for you in secret. The Nine of Cups here. So this individual may be single, but they also care about you because you're not emotionally codependent upon this individual. They sense your emotional strength. So you're an emotionally strong individual here. So whoever this is resonating with, you have like some type of strong emotional stability. You don't pine over people like you don't give off the vibes that you're a needy individual at all. It's like you're fine alone, as I say. It's whatever. It's like they care about you because you could live your life. You don't have to make everything revolve around them. Like, that's something else that's causing them. You could be inspiring this individual to transform. The Two of Wands reversed. It's like they clearly made up, they clearly made a decision on something. The Ten of Pentacles reversed. We also have the World. Yeah, something is not over here. It's like something keeps on circulating around this individual's energy. They feel a lot. It's like this individual feels like they're going through a breakup with you. Bro, this is a deep message. Like, whoever this individual is, this is part 2 of my last read. Whoever this individual is literally feels like they're going through a breakup with you, like a separation with you. But yet, y'all wasn't even together. This is how bad it's affecting this individual. They feel like something is just continuously bothering them. And as far as the way that they feel about the situation, they feel like they left by you or whatever. The Hermit reverse, they feel like something wasn't a wise decision to make. Yeah, the Temperance here, they may be guided. Something about some spiritual guidance. The Four of Pentacles reverse. The Seven of Cups. They're definitely in their head. Like, this individual spends a lot of time in their head fantasizing about you here. Like, they think about you, even though you may not be communicating with each other. They think about you all the time. Because they're attracted to you with the Ace of Wands. Well, I tell you, they're attracted to you. Like, they feel a spark towards you. But they're just not communicating. This could be online. There's no communication going on between the both of y'all. I'm telling you, brother, Eight of Swords, they're continuously thinking about you over and over and over and over and over. This is what's going through their head. The Ace of Wands is all about a spark. They definitely feel a spark for you, and they fantasize. It's like, even though you and this individual are not together, they can swear up and down that you are together or you've been together before. It's like they literally feel like they're going through a breakup with you because they haven't communicated with you. I'm telling you, but they literally feel like they're going through a breakup with you, but yet it's not no physical breakup. It's due to them not wanting to communicate with you. And it's like they're relentlessly being guided by signs from Saint Michael the Archangel, possibly 411 on the stove, as I'm saying that. It's like somebody is continuously being guided by Archangel Michael here to speak up and say something. But there's definitely no conversation going on. But there's something that's definitely circulating in this individual's mind about you, about not being in contact. It's like this individual cannot sleep. They cannot get no sleep when it comes to you. Because they feel like you and this individual just broke up. That's how bad it's affecting them. And it's like why would they feel that way about somebody? It's because they really feel some type of spark for you. You could be some type of spiritual inspiration to this individual with the Temperance card. So you could definitely be some type of spiritual inspiration to this individual. That's what I'm getting here. You definitely are triggering a lot of this individual's wounds. So who is this person to the collective, Holy Spirit? Who is this person to the collective? Somebody that just don't know how to walk away with the Eight of Cups reversed here. Could be a water sign for some of you, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or an air sign. So who is this person to the collective? So who is this person to the collective, Holy Spirit? It's definitely somebody that's new. So who is this person to the collective, Holy Spirit? Queen of Wands reverse at the bottom. Somebody that wants to give an equal give and take to you. They feel like they want to treat you fairly and communicate with you. This is somebody that watches you all the time, believe it or not. They watch you, but it's like they try not to watch you. It's like this individual watches you all the time. But they're done with some type of watching. Like they're done with trying to wait on you to communicate with them is what I'm getting. This is somebody that wants to stop this type of game or whatever because they know you're not playing into it. And they're wrong for doing this here. Like this individual literally feels guilty. It's like in a way you're holding this individual accountable for what they try to do to you by you not playing into this bullshit of what they're trying to do. Because they watch you. It's like this individual's done watching. Like they're done sitting back, not doing anything about the way they possibly feel about you. Yeah, Queen of Cups reverse. This is somebody that's emotionally unhappy. Like you're triggering this individual's worst insecurities because they're used to getting their way. They're definitely used to getting their way, and they're not going to be able to get their way with the Five of Swords reverse here. And they're definitely not looking to... It's like this individual in a way was trying to emotionally manipulate you. But it's like you're triggering all this individual's insecurities that other people didn't have the guts to do. This is backfiring on this individual. So whatever this individual try to do to you here, to manipulate you, to get you to try to communicate with them, and yet they sat back and watched, and didn't take any action because they were trying to sit there and be in their ego, it's literally backfiring even harder on them. And it's all to do with them. Like, they're taking accountability for something. They're taking accountability for something. Whoever this individual is, yeah, they're sneaky. What they would do is they would sit back and watch and be sneaky like that. But that's only going to push you away. They know that you are smarter than with the Seven of Swords here. They know that you know what they're trying to do to you, which is why you're avoiding them. And you're using their tactics against them. They know that you caught on to something. They don't like that. But in a way, they do. They don't want to argue with you here. But they're emotionally upset. This individual is definitely emotionally upset. They want to put some type of conflict to rest with the Four of Swords. The Hierophant reversed. This individual was challenged with the Hierophant reversed. You challenged this individual's spiritual side to the extreme. It's like you broke this individual out their ego in the most unexpected way as possible. And you're the one that got away here. You're the one that is avoiding this individual because you're not going to fall for whatever they try to do to you here, because they were trying to manipulate you by sitting back watching and not taking no action, and yet sitting there trying to do something underhandedly to you. And they know that you're resting well. You're not bothered by what they did. So this individual definitely knows that you're not bothered. And it's like there's absolutely no way that they could stand up against this and actually win what you challenged them at. This individual, they're thinking about investing or doing something to create some type of investment. They may want to invest, to put some work in, to talk to you. They clearly see what they have to do. With the Two of Swords reverse, the Two of Pentacles here. The Wheel of Fortune. So whatever this is, this will turn into both of y'all's favor. They feel like they want to trust the universe and go along with the changes that's occurring around them and stop what they're doing and actually associate with you. The Eight of Swords. This individual may be spiritually punished is what I'm getting here too. Yeah, the Two of Cups here. They're thinking a lot about messaging you and telling you everything that's on their chest to communicate with you, because they're not going to be able to move on with the Eight of Swords here. It's like the universe is keeping them. It's like the universe is keeping them in your life type of thing. It's like this individual wants to stay with you. They want to stay on your good side. They want to stay, like just staying on the good side of karma. They want to stay on whatever the universe is guiding them to do. They want to go through whatever the universe is pushing them to do, possibly communicating with you. Even though they may not see where this is going to go for them, but it's going to be an equal give and take here. There just has to be some type of investment put in from their end. And this would go perfectly fine. There's a lot of compatibility here, believe it or not, between you and this individual. So it's like they may be fearful and not know where this is going to take them, but it's going to take them in the right direction. This is definitely going to challenge their spiritual beliefs a lot. And this may show them a lot of things that they was never taught by anybody else that was brave enough to actually challenge them to that. But not in a way to where it's controlling them. You know what I'm saying? This is all about the unit. This is divine. This could be like a divine timing. They feel like they was destined to meet you here in order for this to happen. This had to happen to emotionally upset this individual in order to break them out their ego. And you did a damn good job at doing it. That's why they just want to just give up, like not give up in a negative way, but just give up trying to control something. And it just sit back and actually observe what you've been telling this individual, because they sit back watching you still with the Page of Swords. They're gathering information and literally not using it against you, but they're using it to see where they went wrong and not communicating with you when they clearly should have. That's the type of vibes I'm getting. And this would go really well, believe it or not. We start with the Six of Pentacles and end with the Two of Cups. Y'all would actually make a good connection between the two of y'all There's a lot of compatibility here, believe it or not. Okay? And things will go in your favor. They may not be able, they may be scared, or they may not be able to see. They may not be able to see where this is going to go. But there's a lot of compatibility between you and this individual. You seen how it was in reverse earlier? Somebody wants to change things around and stop only watching you with the Page of Swords reverse and the Five of Swords reverse. They want to give to you and just test out to see where things are going to go. It's like they clearly know about something, but they're still unsure. But they know that something keeps guiding this individual to talk to you with the Wheel of Fortune, because they're the ones that was in this energy refusing to communicate back to you. So they feel like it's all on them to make an investment to actually communicate. So somebody looked like, to me, somebody's ready to communicate with you. And they may be strategizing on how to do it, not in an underhanded, deceptive type of way, but strategizing on how this is going to go. They may still be in their head. But the universe, something about universal signs and synchronicities is trying to guide this individual to actually talk to you, because it's okay to talk to you. You actually have a lot of compatibility. You could teach this individual a lot of things, and they could take a lot of things. Like, you would help this individual grow, bro. You would help this individual expand. You would actually make a hell of an impact on this individual's life, bro. I'm telling you. It's like somebody's up for the challenge. Somebody's up for the challenge, but they may not be prepared on where it's going to take them, but they know that this is something that's just different. But it's like y'all are alike in a lot of ways. Y'all are alike. That's why y'all compatible. Some of y'all, this could be a twin flame. The Two of Cups could somewhat represent twins here, because there is a lot of similarities between the two of these faces. So y'all may be twin flames here with the Wheel of Fortune. This is definitely not no karmic cycle. This is something that's meant to be. They may not be able to see it fully, like why things are happening the way it's happening. They're continuously in their head. It's like they're more in their head. It's like this individual is emotionally upset and they're in their head about it. It's like this could be possibly what they're thinking about, what they're upset about. I'm literally hearing somebody say, well, they may not know where it's going to go, but it wouldn't hurt to try this out. To just go through with a message or something and communicate with the Seven of Pentacles. This is indeed a new person too for some of you. This is, believe it or not, bro, this is going to give this individual a peace of mind too. Because it's not as hard as what they thought it was. It's only challenging because you're not like everybody else. You're actually somebody that can literally transform this individual in a very positive way with the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you out there may have some type of strong fixed energy to you. This is Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus energy. We definitely have Taurus and Scorpio with the Tower and the Hierophant combined with the Wheel of Fortune, which is major arcanas. So you may be a Taurus or a Scorpio here that's very strong and powerful to this individual. And it's like this individual wants to listen to you. It's like they're listening to you low key. They're listening to what you got to say. They're watching you behind the scenes, and look like to me somebody's taking on your information as I say, you know what, like they're actually right. Like you're not going to give in to some type of mental mind game or this, like them sitting back watching you all their life. I mean, it's not going to get them nowhere. All it's going to do is frustrate the individual even more. But there's something that somebody wants to put an end to, which is this Five of Swords reverse. They not only want to stop watching, but they want to put this Five of Swords like this, trying to get some type of upper hand or whatever it is. That's just upsetting them even more, believe it or not, because ain't nothing working. And it's like somebody's like, well, And this is right underneath that 7 of Pentacles. So this individual feels like it would be a good investment, a good time to invest and to conversate with you. With the 2 of Cups here, okay? But they also have somebody behind the scenes trying to manipulate this. All right? Somebody's trying to put them in their head even more. They're trying to manipulate. This is an outside party that's trying to do something with magic. They're trying to manipulate this individual. That's not going to work, though. Justice is going to be served. This may be somebody at an incredible long distance from y'all. This could be like foreign for some of you, foreign. That's what I'm getting. You're also challenging this individual to them being a non-committal type of individual, because you're triggering all of this out of this individual. Like, you're triggering their non-committal tendencies. And that would explain why the individuals that was doing things to get this individual's attention, they didn't get nowheres with them. Like they didn't get nowheres because they didn't fully challenge them like they were supposed to be challenged. There is some type of strong telepathic connection here between you and the individual too. There's an on and off type of telepathic connection that you have with this individual. So you are communicating through telepathy, but they feel like they want to make a physical investment by messaging you and conversing with you and talking to you about things. But they don't want to argue either. That's the positive part. They don't want to argue. I'm not really getting this individual wants to argue with you, but they would love to talk to you. This individual also knows like you wouldn't do anything to hurt the individual. You wouldn't do anything to control them. Something is confirmed, like this individual knows that you're not some type of control freak here. That's possibly why they want to associate with you, because you're different than everybody else. You're actually a challenge in the best type of way as possible. It's a blessing in disguise right here who you are to this individual. You are somebody that can literally help fix their destiny and help them on the right path and stop them from whatever they've been doing. But it's in a positive way. This individual may low-key have feelings for you because of that. They have feelings for you because of you helping them switch something up, but it was meant to happen because the Wheel of Fortune is in an upright position. It was meant to happen. This could be some type of, I'm getting like a practitioner, somebody that's possibly a practitioner of some sort that dabbles in some type of magic. They work around earthy magic and stuff like that. And they was used to getting their way with magic, but this is something right here that's not working in their favor when it comes to magic. And they may have tried to do something with magic, but they failed to take physical action, and they would sit back and watch to see if the magic was working in order to try to manifest you underhandedly. That's what I'm getting. Because they really liked you. And they wanted you to make a move, but you challenging that from this individual. You are literally out stubborn this energy and literally out challenging this individual. And it's like, it upsets them, but it brings them closer to you because they know that something is not right, whatever they've been doing with the Hierophant reverse. Because I mean, bro, if it was about the truth, then this would have been done brought you in this individual's life, right? They possibly know that you know about something. They possibly know that you know about what they did. They try to manifest you here. All they had to do, bro, was just take physical action. Like, believe that the conversation would go great and be like, look, this is manifestation. You know what? When I talk to this individual, the conversation going to go straight. It's going to go smooth. I mean, it may not be like that at all times, but if you have your faith into something, you put your faith into something, and you go through with your actions, that is about manifestation. You physically go through with actions as you say, you know what? I'm going to talk to this individual. Whether if the conversation goes sour or goes this way or goes that way, it don't matter. But you know what? I have faith that this conversation will go just fine. And bam, then you get all this out the way. You get all this out the way. It ain't as bad as what they thought it was. It's called about having a conversation. Ain't nobody gonna, I'm not seeing an argument. That both of y'all not gonna get in an argument with each other. There's actually gonna be some type of understanding here. They actually want to hear what you got to tell them. What all you know what they did. They're actually curious about that. Like, they want you to literally tell them what they was doing here. Like, they want you to reveal their secrets that they may know underhandedly, that like some type of, they may know that you know their secrets of how they try to get your attention by doing this and sitting back low-key watching you. And they're curious to know how'd you figure that out? Because that right there may be showing them that there is indeed a connection there. So that right there, once again, would be a blessing in disguise. See, not everything is negative. Not everything is negative, but this is really getting this individual to look at their practitioner ways. Somebody that dabbles in a lot of, they read a lot of books, something about books on magic and stuff, but this is something that's not of the higher power. That's not genuine and authentic to get what they want. All it done was get this individual in this energy to look at you, watch you, and do more magic to try to manifest, to try to call you in like that, call you in. It ain't working. You out stubborn that energy, and it's like they're looking at everything that they tried to do. And it's like, you're right. You're right, bro. They may not be happy with that, but because it's challenging to them. It's challenging. In a sense, it makes you having this type of energy and power kind of makes this individual feel powerless to what you're doing when it comes to your spiritual beliefs, but you're not looking at the individual as if they're a weak individual, no. But it makes this individual feel like they have no control when it comes to you, because they know that a higher power is in control of this. With the Wheel of Fortune. So that right there, they know that you're not a controlling individual. But they feel like you have some form of strong belief that other people could never see through. And they don't know how the hell that you are the only one that can literally out stubbornness and actually know their secrets, which is incredibly intimidating to this individual too. They may not have liked that. Like, they may have got mad because you knew what they tried to do. That right there, brother, made them realize that, hold on, it's not you that's the problem. It's not you. I'm telling you, it's not you. This individual's like, wait a minute, you don't need to feel bad about nothing, you know? It's them, whoever this individual is right here, that's the one that feels bad. They're realizing a lot. They're realizing it. They're realizing that there is indeed some type of connection there. There is a connection. I just don't know what kind. I mean, I did get soulmate. I am pulling in twin. We did pull the lovers in the last read that I did, the part 1. This is part 2. I did pull the lovers card. And there is a lot of similarity and compatibility here between you and this individual. And for you to understand this individual by being a complete stranger to you, that you don't know physically from Adam or Eve, this is a sign right here that there's something supernatural going on. That how in the hell can you know this individual's insecurities, them doing things to try to manifest you underhandedly, and yet you don't even know them like that. It's like there's already a bond formed because you know things that they've once felt that you shouldn't have known. That's what made them angry. That's what got them irritated and emotionally upset. But they're now looking at the situation from a different perspective, as I say that they was the ones in the wrong for doing that. Because if they wouldn't have been doing that from the jump, none of this would have happened. All they had to do was make an investment and actually communicate. Even if it's a simple word like, hey, how's it going? You know? and somebody literally is transforming. This could be like, I'm getting like this guy, I don't know if this female, could be female, male, whatever this is a practitioner that is really being challenged to the extreme, that they could have sworn up and down, but that they was a powerful individual by their magic always working. But when it comes to you, this is proving that this is not really the truth here. This is not really the truth. And this right here, bro, could be highly uncomfortable to this individual because they may not be ready to open themselves up to God yet. Which you're not gonna come on to the individual and try to control their beliefs, no. But what's literally working in your favor behind the scenes of the universe that is literally having this individual wake up and realize that there was something that they was taught that was just, I'm getting something to do with like the false side of enlightenment. Because magic can only work so long. But just like I said in one of my other videos, magic is magic. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's sleight of hand. And that's what was used on the spiritual level in order to try to get you to, it's like to call you in, to call you in, to call you in like that. I don't really get like a come to them type of spell, but it's like a call them calling you in like that. But it was being done with something to do with their practitioner abilities here that did not work whatsoever. And this is something that they're thinking about. This was a form of manipulation here. They're literally being faced with like them looking at themselves as a form of, this was nothing but manipulation they tried to do. When they know all along that they have feelings. That they could have liked you, and yet they try to hate the fact that they liked you. That's what I'm getting here. I'm gonna tell you why they felt that type of envy, hatred vibe, because you triggered them. Because you triggered them. You wasn't like these other people, and it's like they hated that. But they don't hate that though. It's like this individual literally turned against themselves. They hate the fact that they have learned something that's not really the truth like they thought it was. Because if it's not working on you, bro, there's obviously a higher power out there because of how many other people it worked on. And I guarantee you something. The other people that it worked on was not spiritual like you are. They definitely didn't have a connection to the higher power, which is the Lord, God. And that right there is making them realize that they was indeed connected to people that didn't see through them. They couldn't see nothing for what it is, for what it was. They would automatically see this individual's outer exterior. They would call them beautiful. They'd be quick to possibly just be physically attracted to the individual. There was no emotional connection. There was no spiritual connection. There was no commitments. This individual definitely has a hard time with committing to people. And whatever this lifestyle is that they've been living, they're definitely affected by that. They're affected by it. They're definitely affected by it. They're not happy about what they did with the Hierophant reverse and the Queen of Cups reverse. There's possibly a practitioner here that's highly upset and they're going back and looking over something. We have 77 here. They're looking over something is why you've been avoiding them possibly. Like you haven't been saying anything and you're the one that's really getting away. It's like you're continuously on the move. And it's like somebody can no longer hold the fact, like they can no longer harbor these negative emotions here. It's really getting to them. It's really getting to them. Because all they do is think about you. It was destined to happen that way because we got the Two of Cups at the last card of the spread. They may not have been ready for you. Bro, for you to have this much of an impact on somebody's life that you bet that you don't even know, and they don't even know you like that, that's a sign right there, brother. This connection come from somewhere, yeah. Because how could you know so much about this individual? How? How? You literally feel like, some of you out there may feel like this individual is literally right there by your side. They could literally feel like you're right there by their side, and they don't know how that's possible. This something's telling me they had their eye on you for a long time. Ever since that you could have tried to communicate with them and they didn't respond back. You could have sent them something and they've been paying attention ever since. This could have been months. This could have been going on 6 months. Don't have to be. This definitely been going on for a long time. Something around the winter months. This could be like winter time. So that would be from like January to, you could have sent something around January. Like this would be around the winter months. That would be like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. That would be around January, exactly. Capricorn. Capricorn would be in January, right? That's December to January. Some of you could have sent something in, or try to communicate or something in January. That's a long time, yeah, up till June. That's February, March, April, May, June, 5 months. So that would be almost 6 months that there was nothing responded back to you or communicated back to you is what I'm getting. So we almost, yeah, that would be accurate. The time on this. That's what I'm getting. There's been a lot of time that went by. A lot of time that went by. Something very significant about Capricorn. The time, the Capricorn sign, that would be from December to January. I want to say it's January 20th or 19th. I can't really remember the end date for Cap, but I know it's in January. It ends in January. So that would be around, this is the cold months. So it was cold around the time because there's a lot of energy in here that's showing something that's cold. See what I'm saying? So it was definitely cold around the time that, you see how these people are covered up here? It was definitely cold around the time that you could have tried to associate with the individual or whatever you did. This has been them the whole time. Oh, they was watching. Why is this individual triggered like this if they wasn't watching you? Exactly. Why are they triggered? Why is this individual triggered, Holy Spirit? This is too many. So why is this individual triggered, Holy Spirit? Why is this individual triggered? You put them in their head a lot. Got the 4 of Wands. Yeah, they're seeing things from a new perspective. Could be Pisces for some of you. 444 on the stove as I'm saying that. And we have the 4 of Wands. So that's another 4. That's 4444. That's an angel number. So then we have 1111 right here. Somebody's being enlightened a real type of way. Somebody's learning the hard way here. A very tough lesson from you. Just like I said, this could be your other half here. If this is affecting this individual this much and triggering them in a very uncomfortable but positive way, that right there is a sign that something that's definitely going on, and that would explain the Wheel of Fortune upright with the 2 of Cups at the end of the spread. Y'all are supposed to associate with each other. So why am I getting this individual was triggered? Yeah, if this is your other half, bro, if this is an intense connection like that, that would explain the triggering. That would definitely explain the triggering. Like you trigger this individual on a soul level by them watching you here. Like, you ain't even had no physical, bro. Did y'all not just hear what I've been saying? You ain't even physically connected with this individual. And yet, this is being triggered like that, bro. That is a spiritual connection. Like, what other way could I describe that? Like, you know all this about this individual, yet you ain't even had one physical conversation with them? Yeah, there's something that's there. You the only one that comes to their mind. They was triggered because they know that it's like their jealous side took over. This is jealousy. Yeah, because they're following you. Some of these individuals, if you got a public platform, they're learning a lot from your position here. So you may be popular in the public eye for some of you, and you may have some type of a lot of supporters, but whatever you're doing on this platform, you're very successful at it. And that's possibly what you're, okay, so they've been watching you. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Spirit. It's like you're continuously moving forward. You're successful. And it's like they was bitter about that. They was bitter about that with the Queen of Swords reversed. You triggered this individual's jealous side and insecure side. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Death card reverse, Scorpio energy. You brought this in. I'm telling you, bro, you brought this individual. It's like they tried to guard themselves a little too much. It's like you brought things back up that it's like, how dare you? Good. Good. You know what I'm saying? Look, another 4 to add on with it. How many 4s are going to show it? How many 4s is going to show itself in this read? You know what I'm saying? Good. 10 of Cups reverse. It's like you triggered a lot of things they was holding in on the inside. You brought a lot of things up to the surface that they thought was been buried and gone to do with their family. This individual been through a lot of toxic family members. I'm telling you. Somebody didn't have a good life. Like others could have possibly seen at the surface level. Yeah. They had emotional abandonment issues here. You brought all this up to the surface, bro. I'm telling you, you brought all this up. You triggered everything out of this individual. Abandonment issues. They definitely had parental issues. It's like they wasn't close to one of their parents. They didn't come from a very loving, caring family like most people thought that they came from because of their outer exterior. They automatically assume just because this individual is like they're quick to call them beautiful, but yet they didn't know what they went through behind it. And it's like you literally, oh, you dug deep. Whatever you did, bro, like whatever you did on this public position right here, oh, this hurt this individual, bro. I'm telling you, it's like they cried too. They cried like at some of that, like they cried behind the scenes. Yeah, you have a huge impact on this individual, whoever you are. Some of you could be a, see, we got Taurus, Scorpio again. Some of you could be a Scorpio, a Cancer. Yeah, you brought things up, brother. They feared the worst. Like their worst fears. It's like you triggered their worst fears. It's like, how dare you? You could have triggered their fears while they was involved in that magic too. That's exactly what that is. You triggered their fears while they was using magic to get their way. This is all due to abandonment issues. This is all due to having family issues. This is all due to having codependency issues with people. This is why they try to control things. Because their worst fears is like, I'm telling you. You triggered every ounce of their fears here. Yeah. Pisces energy. This individual is very mysterious, and I'm telling you, bro, this individual is mysterious themselves. Other people cannot read this individual. It's like you can read them. I'm telling you. 5 of Cups reverse. That 8 of Cups reverse, it's like you trigger them. You trigger their emotional side for sure. With the 8 of Cups reverse, you trigger their emotional side for sure. And you trigger their emotional stability. They wasn't really emotionally stable like they was presenting themselves out to be. And this is something they try to protect themselves from. That's why they wasn't associating with you. Because of them hanging on to all of this right here. They didn't come from a very loving background or whatever. And this individual may be very gifted themselves too. They're highly intuitive, believe it or not. They have gifts, but they was doing things that wasn't going to bring them healing. And they're now, like, you're triggering this individual to the extreme to where the things that they have been using with magic is what was covering up the wounds. That you just, bro, this is like you ripping open a scab like that, ripping back something that's like, oh, they can't, I'm telling you. It's like, no. I'm literally hearing somebody say, no. But it's like they can't run from it. They can't run from, I'm telling you, bro, it's like, it's right here in this individual's face. Like, it's right there in their face. They cannot run from this. They cannot run from it. They have no choice but to develop strength from what you triggered inside of them. You were the one literally inspiring them to become more confident and more strong in their abilities and to stop with these type of illusions and deception. And you also have a strong character too. You're very intimidating because you got a very strong personality. Yeah, you I'm telling you, bro, you uncover, it's like with the death card reversed, it's like this individual's worst fears was being seen at them using the moon. Something about the moon in order to get their way. This will be control. And I'm going to tell you why they try to do all that, because of this that you trigger. Insecurities, abandonment issues, emotional security issues, pretending like they all okay. Yeah, you got the moon and the devil here. Definitely doing some type of magic that was dark. This their dark side you brought to the light. And this right here, bro, just makes them, it's like, it just, they didn't know how dark this really was until you made them see it. Didn't I tell y'all this is not of God? Why you think these crosses in reverse? Why you think this wasn't working for them? Because God wasn't going to allow that. And you literally have a cross on this individual's chest. God's trying to guide this individual to do something right with their psychic gifts. They're not called to be an illusionist. They're not called to be that person. God is even trying to give this individual signs by guiding them to you, to keep on watching you, to inspire them, because I'm telling you, you're the only individual out of all these individuals, even their own fucking family, that could bring this shit up to the light without even fucking knowing the person. Bro, you know how mysterious this is? And yet you could see beyond the veil, bro, to the core with the death card reversed. You know, and it's like this individual just froze in their tracks. So that would explain why they feel that strong connection towards you, because this right here, bro, needed to happen. It needed to happen to break this individual out some type of whatever they've been doing with magic. They need to stop. They need to stop. Yeah, exactly. 6 of Swords reverse, trying to do things, to control things, to get people to go to them. And you was one of the ones that challenged out stubborn it and challenged them and didn't do that because you knew. You knew. You knew. And this scares them. This scares them how you know that. That would be fear. But they have nothing to be scared of when it comes to you, bro. Like, you're actually one of the ones that can change their life for the better, bro. They don't need to be scared of you. They need to listen to you. You ain't out there to hurt them. Yeah, look what I told you. Manipulation, magic. Thank you, Spirit. This is why they was triggered, because of what the hell they was doing. This is magic. Didn't I tell you that? Devil card, magician reverse, and the moon, and saying, I'm telling you right now, bro. Magic is all over these cards. I'm telling you. This is all the cards of magic. Dark magic, possibly, to manipulation. It's right here. Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all this is a practitioner? That somebody's transforming and getting them to see their ways here. I'm telling you. It's right here. This individual ain't called to be that person no more. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not their fucking destiny to be that person. Because why you think they got the God symbol on this individual? It's going to be a Pisces for some of y'all. Whoever this individual is, they got a cross on their chest. This was only done, bro, because of all this that was improperly healed and covered up all this time. That's exactly why it was done. I'm telling you. Know what these cards are telling me. Spirit's right there, bro. Spirit's all over this. The Holy Spirit is all over this. It's going to make sure this individual does the right damn thing and breaks out whatever lifestyle they've been living, and to get rid of these magic books or whatever it is. Toss that shit out the door and stop. But the thing is, you don't hate the individual. You don't hate them. Your soul just is way too strong to agree to something that is not agreeable upon in the spirit world when it comes to them trying to once again get their way through this. Exactly. Because of failing to recognize what was really, why they used it. This right here, bro, was just, this was literally burying all of this. This was a way for them to run from it. That would be why they was using magic, because of abandonment issues, because of emotional abandonment issues, not really having a good love life, fearful of commitment here. But yet, what they fail to realize, them not healing all of this, them not being triggered all this time, literally has had them in a more of a dark place by using magic here. This is your twin flame, I promise you. I promise you. We literally have both of the divine people here, even though it's in reverse. Somebody's literally triggering the hell out of a practitioner here, and they're not meant to be in that lifestyle. They're not meant to be involved in that lifestyle. This could be a practice. Yeah, this could be like a female here. Don't have to be. Could be a male too. But whoever this is that's being triggered, this right here, bro, is in reverse. They're being guided to flip it up right here. And you see that cross on the individual's chest? It will work out a lot better for them, because they can still connect. They can still have that connection, but they're going to have a purified connection that's going to get things to actually, things are going to actually go into both of y'all favor here, or whatever it is. It's exactly why the trigger was going on. Because somebody intuitively knows what they was doing. They was keeping it a secret. And yet somebody knew this. And just like I've been saying, they knew their secrets. And it's like, how can you know that? Because apparently, this is your match. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me with the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, come on, bro. 5 o'clock, as I'm saying that. It's time for change. It's time for change, because this individual continues with doing what they was doing, that's going to bring negative change to them. God don't like what this individual's been doing, bro, because he has guided you to inspire them and to trigger the other half of your soul to say, look, I don't have to know you. I don't have to know you physically. I know you spiritually. I don't care if you don't like it or not. It's about what the Lord don't like. It's about what the divine don't like. It's about what the universe don't like. I'm telling you. And that's why majority of the time, if this individual is still doing that, this is why some type of magic is working on them from somebody else, trying to put magic on them. They're being guided to stop some type of practitioner lifestyle. That's what I keep on getting. You literally inspired this individual to stop some type of practitioner lifestyle. Stop working around the moon phases and doing things with just magic, because that's going to do nothing but just keep on covering up the wounds. It's a band-aid to put over the wound. They're not properly given the wounds to heal because it was never triggered to the point to where somebody could literally take the band-aid off, rip that band-aid off and say, look, bro, you need to take care of that. Other people may not be able to see that. Like there was something that was still, it was raw. It was like a wound that was still raw. Several of them that was deep, bro. That's what I have for y'all read, y'all. That's when I resonate with everybody. See, I got to keep that in mind. But to the ones that it did resonate with, I greatly appreciate that, y'all. If y'all want to leave any donations, I will have a link in the description box below, just like I said earlier. But yeah, y'all, this is not going to resonate with everybody. But you definitely did do one heck of a mysterious, amazing job at showing this individual who they are by not even communicating physically with the individual, but something to do with them. They may be paying attention to you low-key. They know that they're wrong. I just revealed it right there. The cards literally showed itself that that's what was done. You remember how I said earlier before I even pulled those cards, magic was done? Didn't I tell y'all that? With the Hierophant reverse practice, and come up right there, the moon, the devil, and the magician reverse. Confirmation. And you see me shuffle those cards, right? Exactly. I can see it before I even pull the cards, but it's like it's getting to that point where your gifts just get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. You know? But anyways, people want to know about healing. It may not be, this ain't no channel like to go to take it easy. No. I'm here to not do things and sugarcoat and beat around the bush. I'm not here to do that with anybody. And whoever my other half is either, whoever that is out there, I'm not there to do that with them either. I don't care if they don't like me. I don't care who don't like me or whatever it is. The Lord sent me down here to serve a purpose as a spiritual healer. That's a real spiritual healer. Because you have to first trigger something to bring it to the surface in order to get rid of the problem. I'm telling you. Hold on, y'all. My phone's about to go off, y'all. But anyways, I take it easy out there. Much love. I will see y'all some other time. Peace.